You are now tuned into Kharys Crib. Kharys Crib. Kharys Crib. Kharys Crib.
What's good, it's in pretty people? My name is Khary, this is my crib, and tonight I invite you into my home for another evening of Kharys Crib Live. It should be a good one. We're gonna be going over some news, some shit that happened over the weekend. We're gonna be talking some shit. You know, it's gonna be a good time. I'm glad everybody is joining me this evening. All my house guests in the chat. You know, it should be a good evening. How was everybody's weekend? I hope your week has started good. My week has. Today is actually my Friday, actually. The rest of the week for me is off. I'm on vacation. I don't go back till Monday. My birthday's Friday, so I'm just gonna be chilling and relaxing the next few days and shit like that, you know? So it's gonna be relaxing for me. You know, I got my homegirl joining me this evening. My homegirl Tashima. Can you hear me over there, Tashima?
Yeah, hi.
Oh, how you doing? Sounded a little not thrilled right there.
I'm pressed because I keep reading Bobby Brown's the MVP, so you know. Not over it yet. Still not over it.
Wow, what's wrong with Bobby Brown being the MVP? You're not digging it?
It's a lie, but it's all right. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all.
That is our title for the show, is Bobby Brown, the real MVP. We'll get into that a little bit later. We'll also talk about some WNBA stuff. Some peaceful protests that turned into some violent clashes and things like that. We got some more Meg and Tory news. We're going to talk about 50 Cent a little bit like that. You know, it should be an interesting evening. I'm not sure if you've noticed, I made a couple of changes to my setup. I actually changed my lens on my camera a little bit. It should, well, I'm not sure if you even noticed. I noticed it looks a little bit different. I updated my lights in the back here a little bit. They kind of like, cycle through the colors and things like that. Hopefully they're not too distracting. I made them a little long through the cycle and shit like that. Today I am puffing on some Jack Herrera. That's the strain I'm puffing on today. Never heard of it. Have you ever heard of Jack Herrera?
It sounds like never mind.
No. Tell me now. I definitely want to hear it now. It sounds like what? What's it sound like?
I would say it sounds like a dude who shot himself, but I'm not gonna do that.
It sounds like a dude who shot himself.
It sounds like Eddie Guerrero. What's that other wrestler dude that committed suicide? Real horrible joke. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It was funny to me.
Got you. All right. Okay. But yes, I changed my setup and shit like that. During the staycation, I checked the weather for tomorrow. There's supposed to be thunderstorms throughout the day, so I think I'm gonna be in the pool by like 10 a.m. You know.
I'm gonna let you. So there's thunderstorms throughout the day, but you're gonna be in the pool. So
I'm getting in the pool by 10 a.m. That's the plan. That's the goal that I'm trying to.
Before the thunderstorms hit.
Yeah, before the thunderstorms hit. So I plan on trying to get there. I'm hoping by like 10 o'clock in the morning that you won't even that the sun will be out, that I'll be able to get in the pool. And by the time lunch comes, I'm done with the pool for the day. I'm not an all day in the pool type of dude. I'm in the pool for maybe a half hour, and then I'm good for the day, you know? And that's about it. Word.
Get your tan on.
Let me say what's up to some of my peoples over here in the chat, my house guests. What's good, Don? What's good, P? I see y'all in the chat. I'm glad y'all joined me this evening. You know, those are some of my day ones that I've known since I was like a little tiny kid, since I was like, what, like 8? How old are you in first grade?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Young enough? Old enough? I guess old enough would be the answer.
Old enough and young enough. Okay. I'm over here.
What age are you in the first grade? I don't know.
Like 8 or 9 or some shit like that. I think.
9/11 hit when I was in the first grade, so we shouldn't really talk about it. Was I in the first grade?
Wait, you was in the first grade when 9/11 hit?
I was in elementary school, so I was around that time. I was still in DC. I was still in Virginia when it happened, so And I moved to Florida, first grade? Yeah, kindergarten, first gradish.
Damn, I was married when 9/11 hit.
I apologize. There was a lot of tragedies going on that year.
Damn. Oh wow, you making me feel old as hell.
I didn't say it out loud.
Okay, no, but you made me realize that I'm old as hell. I'll tell you that. You know, what's up, Raheem? How you doing, bro? You know, so what we got going on today? What we gonna talk about today? You know, did you watch any of Kanye's antics the past? What was it? A week or two ago?
We know I haven't. Kanye's craziness doesn't pay my bills, so I try to stay sane.
You've seen memes and shit, though, right?
Of course,
of course. You've heard some of the things he was talking about.
I perused the face of books.
All right. Well, one of the things in his rant that he said was that he was going to be dropping a new album, Donda, which was supposed to be dropping last Friday, and it never happened. He never dropped it.
Are we supposed to be surprised?
No, because it pretty much seems like this is what he does normally. This is kind of like his normal routine that he acts crazy. He talks about an album, and then he doesn't drop it on time.
Yeah, except August Alsina's the one who did it correctly this time, right? He went crazy, did an interview. He went crazy, did an interview, and had the album out all at the same time.
Did he have an album? He had the song.
Same thing.
Well, no, he did recently drop an album. He did drop an album, right? I didn't hear it, though. Better. Did you hear it? Did you listen to it?
Of course not. No.
Why not? Why you didn't listen to it?
It's real petty. Why not? And it's because I can't get over the little pink ass hat that he had on. And so until I can accept
what, you talking about the shit pinned on the back of his hair?
Yeah, like I don't homie was Jewish or whatever. So like I can't get over that. So
I was questioning that one myself.
I can't take him too seriously right now.
I was questioning that one myself. I really wasn't paying attention to it. I had to watch the video a couple of times because the first few times I wasn't paying attention to what he said. I was more fascinated by how that hat was staying on the back of his hair. It looked a little odd to me and shit.
It looked like a yarmulke. That's the thing.
Yes. Yes, it did look like a yarmulke. Now,
that's what it was.
You have this key on your wall behind you. What is this key?
That's my Keyblade.
Keyblade. Explain the Keyblade.
All right, so you want me to nerd out? I will nerd out. It's from a very, very hard to explain video game called Kingdom Hearts. It's basically Disney and thrown in with some confusion and like a dash of like wanting and with like maybe like a side item of like 12 years in between games.
All right. Well, you know, I introduced you as my homegirl Tashima, but me and Tashima have known each other for a little while. We hang out, we play video games a lot. Since she moved, actually, we play more video games than hang out and shit like that. You know,
same thing.
Hopefully this evening we play some games after this. I sound dumb old saying video games, huh?
Well, it is a video game. What else are they supposed to call it?
PS4, Call of Duty.
Just the system. It's still video games.
Yeah, you know, but just the term. I feel like my grandfather when I say video games. Man, don't be.
Because I say video games.
So you're not aware of the time when your grandparents used to not want you to hook up video games to their TV because you was going to break it.
We're not going to talk about my grandparents. My grandma used to run the numbers, so she wasn't really worrying about the TV. She used to basically have people come up to the front door with a little flip book.
Everybody's grandparents seems to have played numbers, it seems.
No, she ran them. She was the person you came to for the numbers.
Oh, she was the gangster.
Yeah, that's how I learned my numbers, was like taking notes down for her. I used to she used to tell me what to write, and then horrible handwriting. I don't know why this lady done did this when like people's money was on the line. But she let me write the little numbers out in her little flat book full of colors. I don't know. The receipts were different colors, and I used to write it down, rip it off, give it to the dude. He'll get my grandma to pay for the money, and then the next person will just come in.
All right, so you had a real number education over there. I see.
Yeah, that's how I learned. I took score in dominoes. I took score in what was it? Not tonk. I took score in poker, and I took numbers. That's how I learned.
All right. Okay. All right. So you're a real number person over there.
I mean,
running numbers for your grandma back in the days.
Which is the lottery. I never knew that.
So, have you heard about the Meg and Tory situation?
No, but I haven't.
What's your theory?
Okay, so I'm 6 foot, right? So I'm tall as shit. So I understand where Megan's coming from, but I also know zero of the situation. So what I think is they were drunk or they was high, they was on something, and she just said a real good, funny ass short joke, and he didn't like it. He didn't appreciate it. We shot her ass. It was mad disrespectful. So we shot her ass.
Oh, that's how you feel. Okay.
Like she was probably like, you can't reach this gun, and maybe she like put it on top of the refrigerator, and maybe he had to like get a step stool or something to get it down. And he was like, "Ha, I got it," and then shot her.
That's messed up. Well, we probably should be making jokes because a lot of people have been making jokes about Megan and shit like that. And she recently came out with a new video, an Instagram video where she pretty much is said she didn't do anything to deserve to get shot in her feet. She's actually said she got shot in both feet. And she had to have surgery to get bullets taken out of her feet.
Her foot was that thick, the bullet didn't go all the way through.
All right, you know what? Oh, we got Perry in the comments saying, "Hey, we got to easy up on the short jokes, no?"
Oh, I'm sorry. The world is short to me, so I don't know any other jokes.
Yeah, you're taller than me, actually. You're taller than me.
Yeah, I welcome tall jokes.
Only like an inch, though.
Sure. That's the thing.
Unless you're wearing heels or something like that, right?
Oh, that's definitely what they all say. I mean, the world is short to me. But I welcome a good tall joke. As long as y'all don't ask, like, what's the weather up there? Or, like, how's Jesus? Or, like, something like that. I really welcome a good tall joke.
Okay. All right.
You don't get them very often.
Okay. I'll come up with some. I'll come up with some good ones.
I have to see how good they are.
Have I had any good ones?
No.
No, I just call you Shorty all the time.
And I just take it because it makes me feel small.
Shorty.
That's not a thing that I get a lot. So, if I can feel small, I take it.
Good. I think I can make you feel small. Let's go back to this Tory and Megan thing. Megan released a video on Instagram going into not so many details about what happened. Being a little vague, I'm not sure why.
The lawyers?
She showed some emotion. She said she's been feeling lonely. She misses her mom. Her mom passed away a little while ago, so she's struggling with that. It kind of just seems like she's. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not really gonna hold too much judgment because it's a lot of speculation. What you said, what you thought what was going on with the you thought she was drunk and drinking and said a short joke. It wasn't necessarily a short joke, but there was speculation that there was alcohol involved, that she was drunk, that she actually started beating up Tory, and that's one of the reasons I think she came out with this video that said she didn't do anything to deserve being shot, which doesn't say. I was having a discussion where I said that she didn't really say she didn't beat the dude up, She might have beat the dude up. She didn't flat out say I didn't beat him up. She just said I didn't do anything to deserve being shot. Where in her mind she might feel just because I hit him doesn't mean I deserve to be shot.
Okay, so like the consequence the action doesn't exactly warrant said consequence, but like people who got shot, how often do people say, I mean, yeah, I may have stabbed that dude, but I didn't deserve to get shot? Like, come on, man. Like, what exactly, like, warrants a person to deserve to get shot? Quite frankly, if I got a gun in my hand and it's loaded and you piss me off, you deserve to get shot. Not because of what you said, but because I got a gun.
Understandable. It makes perfect sense. Very logical as well, you know? But, so I think her statements pretty much saying...
It's some bullshit.
Yeah, she didn't say I didn't attack this dude. She didn't
say at all what she did. She just tried to save her ass so she can just play it off in court and maybe get less of a sentence. Or maybe she just wants sympathy from the people, because when you're an artist, public opinion is more important than what the fuck the lawyers say, i.e. OJ.
I agree with that. Any thoughts in the chat over here? Any thoughts from my house guests on what you think of this? What's that?
I gotta hear the joke first.
Joke of what? Which joke?
Whatever short joke she said.
Oh, you just know there was a short joke in there. Yeah.
Guys, only reason why a short person shoots a tall person in the feet twice is over a short joke. Like, ha ha ha. Now you down to my level. I understand that. Should have probably went for the kneecaps. That's just like me.
I agree. That's probably why.
Or like maybe she was like, "Hey, I had sex with your brother and like he was better." I mean, I shoot you on the foot twice over that.
That's a bit drastic over there, huh?
But that would also warrant her to say like, "I didn't say anything that deserved for me to get shot." Maybe she just thought she was just, saying the truth.
Yeah, she didn't get into an altercation. She just saying that whatever happened, she didn't deserve to get shot behind it. So I guess we'll just wait till we hear more. I'm not even going to say what Perry said in the comment over here.
Now I want to know. What have I got to go on? YouTube, Facebook?
Yes, his was on Facebook. Actually, I could probably send you a link to where you can get all of the chat and shit like that. But no, he said dance, motherfucker.
Maybe a song was on. She didn't feel like shaking her ass like she do for everybody in the videos. Maybe he got upset. He's like, oh, maybe I was an anime character. Maybe you would love me more.
You like anime too, don't you?
I adore anime. But I know zero of Meg Thee Stallion. I heard she got some bars that I would like affiliate with, but
yes, she do. She got a few bars. She got a few. I ain't mad at her bars too much. Some of them probably, but not too much.
Well, that's because you ain't trifling. Oh, I said that out loud.
I know I'm not trifling. But 50 Cent had made a joke at one point, and I think that's what got Meg to initially say something. And 50 Cent actually apologized to Meg about it.
Still did not know this man was capable of doing such things.
I know that was one of the most surprising things that I seen was 50 Cent apologizing to Meg. And I'm paraphrasing. I don't have the tweet. I mean, there's Instagram post directly up in front of me, but I'm pretty much paraphrasing. He said, "Yo, my fault. I thought the shit was bullshit. The story sounded like bullshit, so I started joking. Once I realized it was real and you really got hurt, I apologize. If I thought it was real, I wouldn't have made jokes to begin with, And that was 50 Cent's apology on how he apologized. He thought the shit was bullshit because the story sounded like, to me, it sounded like bullshit in the beginning, but mainly because nobody was pretty much saying anything. And I guess 50 felt the same way and started making jokes. And there's been a lot of jokes out there too. A lot of jokes.
It's America now. It's Trump's America. Everything's a joke.
Yeah, everything is a joke nowadays. Everybody wants to be a comedian because you can get popping on the internet now, So everybody takes their chance trying to be the next meme to go viral, Which again, whenever I think about stuff going viral on the internet, it always makes me think that people understand viral on the internet, but they don't understand viral with diseases. That would have been a good segue if we was going to the talk about COVID-19 next, but we're not. You're surprised by that?
AKA people put a condom around your life.
Yeah, for the most part. You know?
Wow.
But now, so yeah, 50 Cent apologized, and that was the first time I've ever heard him apologize about anything on the internet and shit like that. So I was surprised. I was very surprised.
I didn't know he was humanly capable of such emotions. The only time I've ever seen him genuinely apologize, and I mostly think it was not for his joke, but for the world, when he was in the airport and he was making fun of some dude in the airport. And he was like online going in on him, and then it turned around that dude was like on the spectrum. Like he had like Downs or something.
Oh shit.
And like the world just went in on 50 Cent. And I think that's the only time I've ever seen him like renege on anything.
Yeah, that one deserves him to you need to pull that one back. You need to pull that
one back. Bit.
Yeah,
that's
you need to pull that one back.
You
need to kind of verify the people you making fun of first before you actually just go all in on them and shit.
Yeah. Homie was like in the airport, like this dude won't talk to me. He must be high. He must be on drugs. And like turned out like the dude was on the spectrum.
Oh shit! Yeah, yeah, that definitely deserves an apology. Himself. Definitely.
Yeah. Like definitely. I feel that's something he tries to forget, but since I'm like, fuck 50 Cent, I'm still on that pre.
You don't like anybody, huh?
I like a lot of people, but I'm still on like the game 400 bars. So okay, I'm still like fuck G-Unit, fuck 50 Cent.
Okay.
I don't care about y'all. like I'm still like the game mad, like early 2000s, like mid 2000s game mad at 50 Cent. And plus, I feel like he's just not as funny as he think he is. Gotcha. Like half of your funny is like you just making fun of people, and like I see why you got shot 9 times, and like I'm kind of waiting for you to get shot 10.
You are foul. You are foul. Remind me not to get on your bad side. Obviously
9 was not the number to go because he lived, so maybe like 11, 10 and a half.
You're foolish.
Maybe like 9 shots and like a graze to the arm, or like 9 shots and a stab, like obviously 9 shots should make you do it, so you gotta like maybe like a hint of arson, not like a lot.
But I think he's staying away from that kind of beef nowadays.
Is he?
I think so.
Or is he just picking on people that he know won't shoot him?
That too. He better not fuck with Tory.
And they're both the same height, aren't they? Aren't they both short?
No, I think Fifth got a little bit heighter on him. A little bit heighter.
Really? He has attitude of a short person though.
You got what?
He has the attitude of a short person though. If everybody get mad at the comments, I just proved my point.
Okay. Call back there for the earlier.
Full circle.
Yes.
Sorry, person. It wasn't a short joke. It was just facts.
All right, so moving on from 50, our show title is Bobby Brown. Is Bobby Brown the real MVP? Is Bobby Brown the real MVP? So, why is this a question, you might wonder? Why is this a question? Last night, I don't go on Instagram and jump on people's lives often. But last night, I was chilling on my balcony. I was having a smoke. I lit up. I pulled down my phone, opened up Instagram, and bam, Fat Joe was live. And I said, oh, who was Fat Joe live with? I pulled it up. He wasn't live with anybody. And then all of a sudden, he said Bobby Brown name. And I'm like, Bobby Brown? Then boom, Bobby Brown popped up on his fucking live. Jopra is what they call it, Jopra. I thought that was funny. But he had Bobby Brown on his live, and they was talking. And during their chat, Bobby Brown explained to Fat Joe how this was back in the days when he was a little kid, early New Edition. He tried to say that he had just got back from learning how to moonwalk. He said the real moonwalk, that you have like sand on the ground and shit like that, you know? So he was moonwalking on sand and he learned how to moonwalk, right? And then he said that he was invited over to Michael Jackson's house. He said he was chilling at Michael Jackson's house and he showed Michael Jackson how to moonwalk, right? Right? He said he showed Michael Jackson how to moonwalk, right? And when he first said this, I thought he was talking about, I showed Michael Jackson how I moonwalk, you know? That's what I thought he was kind of saying. I thought he was saying, I showed Michael Jackson how I moonwalk. Nah, that's not what he was saying. That's not what he was saying. He was saying that he taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk.
I bet he did.
Bobby Brown pretty much, he said, yo, you can ask Mike Bivens. He said you can ask everybody that was in New Edition at the time. He said, I think this was before Ronnie got there. He said, but yo, I taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk. So was Bobby Brown the real MVP? Did Bobby Brown teach MJ how to moonwalk?
I just have a few questions before I answer this. Just a few questions. Was it meth, PCP, crack, smoking when he said this?
He looked, I only saw him on the live, but he looked sober when he said this.
Oh, you don't motherfucking lie. All right,
so I didn't see a whole lot of coke.
So it must have been acid.
Like that,
okay.
That nigga was pretty chill. He was pretty chill. He was relaxed, you know?
Well, once you take cocaine and crack for like 20,000 years, it seems to be like just another Tuesday.
You know, he was just chilling like this. He was just on the phone like, yo, Joe, I taught him how to moonwalk. Ask Mike. You know, ask all of them.
Of course, ask the person who's dead, but it's okay.
Shantae says Bobby is completely sober these days.
As far as we know. But when the cameras are off, what I mean.
Yeah, he looked sober when the camera was on.
All right. And Kanye West is sober too, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, so are you believing Bobby? Yes or no?
No. Once again.
My house guests in the comments, are y'all believing Bobby? Do y'all believe that Bobby Brown taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk? I wish I would have recorded this. But he actually
I'm real pressed about this. All right, so when you were
Shantae
speaking this scenario,
she thinks she did.
All right, so you remember the episode of the Cosby Show? Or I think it was like Sammy Davis Jr. or some tap dancer was coming in, and Bill Cosby was like, "Yeah, I can tap dance or do whatever, and I can do this, and that, and that." And then the other dude comes in with like a cardboard and some salt, and then he comes in and like tears the shit up.
I think that was the Sandman. Wasn't that the Sandman? I think we're talking about the same episode.
Yes,
the episode where he battled the dude, right? And at the end, he just sat down in the chair and moved his feet. I think.
So what I'm bringing this up because I feel like Bobby Brown is Bill Cosby in a situation.
So you think he's bullshit?
Pretty fucking much. But once again, and I will say to it, I will give Billy Ocean more credit for whatever Michael Jackson's doing.
You don't know Bobby Brown. You only know the old Bobby Brown. You don't know the new edition Bobby Brown.
Excuse me. Pause.
Because you was in first grade at 9/11.
Sir,
I'm not sure if you can speak for Bobby Brown.
You're talking to the wrong person because the first song I've ever learned in 100% completion was "Cool It Now" by the New Edition, and to this day, I still know.
You see what you just did? You said by the New Edition.
My nigga, don't go on. Don't
you can't call them the New Edition. How old are you?
My bad. But I'm old enough to know that I was wrong, but young enough to be like, don't do that.
All right, so you know.
Second, let me piggyback off of this. Nope, not done yet. The New Edition. They came to what is it? The Soul Fest or like the Funk Fest or whatever it is they do in Jacksonville. They came. I cried to my parents to literally buy me one ticket. They didn't even have to go for a New Edition. Not only did I show up, sing all their songs, I know the motherfucking choreography. So don't come to me about New Edition. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's put the laptop down, turn to the side. I'll put you on full screen and you show us some of this New Edition choreography. I ain't gonna sit here and embarrass myself out now.
Cool it now.
It isn't cool enough. Mine is.
I don't even know the dance. I'm just doing random dances right there.
I can forget that.
Let me shout out to Mario, Bonita, Nova Kane Q, Janae, sharing the stream. Appreciate y'all. See everybody over here in the chat. Q Cartier, Perry, Shantae, Janae, Dawn. I'm glad y'all joined me this evening. I just want to say what's up to some of my house guests. I don't want people coming over and I don't say shit to them.
I mean, when you walk in somebody's crib, you gotta say hello to everybody. That's just the Negro rules.
It is. It is
just the rules. You gotta say hi to everybody.
This has kind of been my thing since I was a kid. Actually, having like all my friends and shit come over to the crib and chill, and we just vibe and things like that. We used to make a lot of music in my crib too. My room was like the studio, the hangout, and when we would cut school, we would go to my house and shit like that. Your parents
was that cool, or they just weren't home?
They weren't home. They was at work.
There we go. Tell me something. My
parents split up. My mom was at work. We was very bold though, because my mom only works like 20 minutes away, and she could come home at any minute. But we lived in like a privileged hood. We lived in a privileged hood where we actually had cameras that you can see the lobby, right? So when we would be in my house, that's why I said a privileged hood. This was in the Bronx. But this was like one of the first hoods that had like the security for your lobby and shit like that the tenants can see. But we used to be in my crib and we would be chilling and shit, but there really wouldn't be no TV watching going on because the TV is on the camera on the lobby. It was channel 6, and channel 6 showed you the lobby. So we would that shit would always be there, and somebody was always dedicated to being in the room that the TV was on, and somebody always had to monitor the TV, to make sure that my mom wasn't coming home,
So I can understand.
I was very bold because I lived on the third floor too. I lived on the third floor, right? So if my mom did come in the building, we had about 60 seconds to get everybody out the house and as much shit in order before my mom came up in the elevator and walked in the front door.
So what I'm hearing is your mama can make up 3 flights of stairs in 60 seconds.
Elevator. The elevators in New York are like the elevators in the South. The elevators in the South, elevators in the South takes like 10 seconds to go one floor. Elevators in New York is like a second a floor. If you ain't getting off, we going straight up, extra speed, because we got shit to do and places to go and people to meet. Like, yo, hurry up, go out the back steps in case she decide to take the steps because the elevator's taking too long. I hope she stops to get the mail. That'll give us another 25, 45 seconds, and...
y'all should be robbing banks if y'all can do all this.
Yeah, this was back in the days, though, I forget how I even got on that topic right there. But,
Bobby Brown, and somehow gets to these conversations. You don't know why? Crack.
I smoke weed. I don't do crack.
Bobby Brown smoked crack.
Not no more. I'm
sorry. Cocaine.
Not no more. Supposedly, allegedly. But speaking of buildings, there was this building in San Francisco worth about $4 million, right? Currently worth $4 million. Well, this is a little bit of white privilege is a motherfucker news, a San Francisco court has ordered a black landlord to forfeit her $4 million house to a white tenant.
Wait, say that again?
Yeah. A San Francisco court ordered a black landlord to forfeit her $4 million house to a white tenant.
Why?
Okay, I will get into that, So the lady's name is Ann Kahaji. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't mean to say it wrong. I'm just not very good with saying people's names. Now I kind of understand why people have problems. You know what?
Corey.
Ann Kahaji evicted a tenant after she bought the building for $2.6 million in 2014. In 2016, she decided to help her younger sister by giving her one of the apartments in the building, right? San Francisco law states that a landlord can recover possession of a rented apartment for the owner or owner's relatives to live in and has the right to kick out any tenants at any time based on that law, right? So she was able to kick out somebody so she can move her sister in, you know, her relative in.
Okay.
But a city attorney, Dennis Herrera, has teamed up with other tenants in the building in order to remove Khary and her sister's family. They don't really go into too many details on why they feel they can do this, but they claimed in court that Khary's sister never moved in despite there being documentation stating otherwise, and convinced an all-white jury that the tenant's eviction was an act of malignancy. How do I say that word? Malignancy. I gotta say it slowly. Malignancy. I actually did the same exact thing when I wrote this. Malignancy. Yeah, I wanted to write. I didn't know how to say. I said it and I practiced it. Malignancy. You know, the tenant will now receive the entire 6-unit building and will receive income through rent payments. Khary also offered to buy an $800,000 condo, but the court decided to award the building instead. Yeah, so now this woman bought a building, improved it, got it worth $4 million, and now a court says, yo, you got to give it to the tenant. What's your thoughts on that?
As a black person, we should know my thoughts on that. As a light-skinned, okay, all right. I don't always like to call the race card, and then again, I don't know the entire situation. That's the part that gets me. It's supposed to be like a jury of like, isn't it like not like-minded peers, but like a jury of like your own or like somebody who like relates to you, so you like at least have some kind of like standing. And I'm a strong believer in white people, as much as they try to understand and like get down with the cause, I truly feel like they will never 100% understand what it is. I think there's always going to be a divide, and that's only because of cultural differences in the world. Yeah. So they had like no chance of winning, like straight up. That's like me in high school. There was one girl who tried to fight me in high school, right? And she followed me home from my bus, and it was just me. But it was me, and she followed my bus home, but it was her and 6 of her homegirls. There's no fucking way in hell I'm gonna win a one-on-one fight with this girl when she's backed by 5 of her other homegirls.
But you're taller than her.
That don't mean shit.
I'm just assuming at this time you was taller than her. You was probably significantly taller than her.
I'm taller than everybody.
Did you bust their ass?
Still, I mean, I got in there, but in the beginning, yeah. In the beginning, yeah. Like in the beginning, yeah. I would admit I was in there. But then in the peripheral, when you step back and you see all of those people, like the circle's getting smaller, and like everybody's getting closer and closer and closer, and not one of them faces is somebody you know.
Okay, that's where you punch it.
Wow. So I'm gonna just go around and just like swinging like.
Yes, you just but motherfuckers is jumping you. I'm trying to
get an Oscar.
Yo, I tell you what, when somebody's jumping you hit somebody in the face. They ain't ready, so ready to come up on you again real fast, you know?
Nah, I ran no, there was a better chance.
Motherfuckers fall back when they start getting hit. They try to jump you because they think they not gonna get hit. Hit a couple of motherfuckers in the face. Watch how quick that jump stop being jumped. But this is definitely a white privilege thing.
It is like there's no way in hell of winning when it's just you versus literally the world.
So it's currently
it's
in
not
appeals.
The world in that sense. Well, I mean, they probably have a chance to like probably come back, but the first ruling, like it's basically you against 100.
Okay. Yeah. But I hope that they win it in appeals. You know, it's kind of fucked up.
I mean, even OJ lost in civil court.
Yeah, the court system is fucked up. Your peers aren't really your peers, you know? The court systems and justice system pretty much looks at peers as being an adult. An adult that pays taxes. Age. That's it. That's your peer.
Of age. The people who just showed up for jury duty that day.
You just have to be of age and pay taxes. And that's pretty much it.
I don't know. I got called to jury duty twice, and they told me I didn't have to go both times. So maybe it was one of those situations. You actually had to go?
Me? They passed on me. My brother, I spoke with my brother a couple years ago. He was telling me about his experience with jury duty. You know, he said at first he was upset that he was on jury duty, but once he was in the case, he was kind of glad that he was on the case, you know? And he was like, it was some bullshit. It was a bullshit case. You know, there was some cops. You can tell the cops was pretty much lying, you know, but he kind of said, yo, a majority of the white people took the cops' word, you know? And him and a couple of other people managed to convince people that they was full of shit.
Usually.
You know, and he was like, if I wasn't on that case, they might have railroaded some dude. You know, they accused some dude of stealing a car or some shit like that. And they said they pretty much drove past each other at like 45 miles an hour in the dark with tinted windows, but he could positively identify the guy when they walked around the corner and saw a man walking down the street. So they arrested the guy for stealing a car that was walking down the street. But they was able to positively identify going past them, and you know.
So homie ditched the car and walked on the street with no sweat, calm as fuck, probably whistling.
But yeah, he said the case was very fishy. You know, and he was glad that he was on that case. You know?
The Lord sometimes
a case like this,
in the right place for the right reason.
Yeah, a case like this, I would have probably been very happy that I was on that jury. You know, so yes, it's very important for black people to be on the jury. That's just what Janae's saying down in the comments. Serving on jury duty is so important for the black community. It is, you know, because
if they ever get called, well, they called to stay.
Right, if they don't get disqualified if we are there. But a lot of us don't want to even go. A lot of us don't want to even go.
I want to go. Like, I'm ready to call out of work and, like, you know, discipline some justice. Get free lunch. Hold up the court for a week. Like, no, I don't believe it. What we ordering? That's real shallow of an answer of a reason. But as a person who's never been on jury duty, I mean, I don't know. I'm nosy. Just like Khary, I'm nosy.
Make the best of that situation. Yo, give me some food. What case we got going on today?
You know, I ain't getting paid for this. I called off for work that I could have got paid.
Hope it's a whole high-profile case.
You know, whose life am I saving today? Let me, like, wear something cute. It don't even matter. I just like being cute for no reason. Mm-hmm. I'm ready. Like, I got excited. Like, the 2 times I got called, I legit was excited to go. More because my only experience with jury duty is Law and Order. So,
that's it, Law and Order. I've had more experience.
And like the Michael Jackson case.
I've had more experience talking to the judge than jury duty, you know?
No. Well, I mean.
And it's always for like some fucking traffic ticket shit, you know?
I got called once for a traffic ticket, and I wore not even like a decent ass outfit, but like an outfit that was sitting in my head for like a month, and I wore it for no reason there because I also had to go to work the next, like right after it. So like I walked up into the court and I had like this long ass jacket, this like black and like white and black t-shirt, khaki little nice pants, big ass sun hat for no fucking reason.
No reason. Just to stun on them. Just to stun on them.
Other than I went with the outfit. And I walk up to the court and I'm like, I played like no contestant or something like they told me to say. And I just know I look good. And the court's just full of people. And I'm like the second one that got called. And I ain't trying to be that person, but like I knew it was going to get off. So
you knew you was going to get off because of the outfit?
No, well, when like, you know, when you get up and you like see expressions and everybody's kind of like, oh shit. Mm-hmm. Like I got up and I looked around and everybody's face like stood back like, damn, it's just like a court. It's just like a traffic ticket. You're going to walk up in here like it's like your last outfit you're going to wear for your life. And I was like,
so you think if Ann Kahaji would have wore your outfit, it would have been a different outcome?
No, because I can wear it better, but that's just me being shallow. But what I'm saying is, if I was on her team, I would have had her back.
Okay. What we got down here in the comments? Yeah, people in the comments are saying they would be that dude the rest of the jury hate. That's Jersey Ryder.
Straight up.
Yeah. Depending on the case, I might be that jury. They hate, like, y'all believe this is too easy. We ain't supposed to believe it like that.
13 no's and one yes. Yeah. I don't want to go to work today.
But I'm curious on what's gonna happen with this appeal on this story, because that shit is crazy. I'll be pissed off.
I genuinely think it's all depending on the judge. It all depends on who the judge is.
I'll tell you what, if I own a $4 million building, it's a 6-unit $4 million building. If a judge orders me to turn that shit over to somebody because they mad I kicked them out legally, oh yeah, somebody dying.
Then again, the motherfucker get like Johnny Cochran, and they be like, well, if they wasn't in the apartment, then something that rhymes with apartment.
Yeah. Let's take a phone call real quick. We're gonna take a call from 904. Let's see. Yo, you're live with Kharys Crib.
Yo,
what's going on?
It's all good, man.
It's my homeboy P right here, VIP.
I appreciate the phone call, but I don't appreciate all the short jokes in the beginning. But it's all good.
I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry. Be helpful. Don't let it happen again, though.
Well, I mean, lima beans and milk. If you want to grow some more, that's the only hopeful tips that I can get from a tall person.
Nah, listen. Everybody don't have short man syndrome. We don't have that. Tory Lane syndrome or whatever. We need to rename that. But anyway, I appreciate what's going on right now, and I just wanted to dial in because that's just my MO, to intercept the norm, and I like the direction that everything is going in. But I got to give the props to Bobby Brown and
what you think about what you think about Bobby? You think Bobby showed Mike how to moonwalk?
It's definitely possible, man, because, if Bobby was from the Bronx instead of Boston, he would have been looked at as a trailblazer.
Maybe. Yeah.
But I mean, isn't he still, though? Like, technically.
I mean, yeah, he is, but still, you got to think about it, New Edition and Bobby Brown is the godfathers and the fathers to NSYNC and New Kids on the Block and everything else in between boy band. It just got that chubby checker syndrome. So definitely don't discredit the forefathers of the culture, and know that black is beautiful, and we are the creators and the innovators that we bring spectators. That was a bar.
My man VIP. That's my nigga right there.
Yo, love y'all. Yo, Khary, keep doing what you're doing, man.
I appreciate you, bro.
But yo, listen, Khary, yo, don't forget to touch on the No Limit Chronicles, yo. It's real. Master P definitely paved the way for the black flight and the foundation of ownership and black music. So
definitely did
touch on that, man.
We probably make that a topic on Friday.
Factory. Yo, love y'all, man. Keep doing what y'all doing, man. I'm on here every Tuesday and Friday, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Love you.
Love you, man.
Master P is
Yeah, Master P is that dude, Joe.
Just piggyback. I'm not disrespecting Bobby Brown. Y'all just don't understand my love for Michael Jackson. That's the difference.
Okay.
That's what it is.
Jersey Ryder in the comments says Shalamar taught Mike how to moonwalk. Looks like seems like
in my head, a moon man from Mars taught Michael Jackson to moonwalk. That's just how I am personally.
Seems like a lot of people want to take credit for
the man in the moon is spaghetti hair, meatball eyeballs, whatever that old behind nursery rhyme used to be. He was the one that came down with his block of cheese from the moon. He gave Michael some nachos and he was like, hey, watch this set real quick.
And then he got it right there.
He was dancing. He had 2 gloves on and he was dancing and one glove flew off and Mike was like, damn, bruh. I like that.
You are silly.
And then he kept
the glove, right?
And he took it to the Apollo. The Apollo was like, "You too young for that, bro. Wait till MTV come out." The MTV came out, and he was like, "Hey, and they want to perform with your brothers, but I want just you." And Michael was like, "Cool." My mom got this glittery ass jacket in her closet that I've been looking at. Mm-hmm. Put on her jacket, went on MTV.
You got a whole theory for this.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, you might want to. Do you have these theories written down somewhere? You might want to write these down and maybe put out your own.
We don't want to know my
book
theories,
of Tashima's theories. Are these theories?
I make up some bullshit.
These theories come about sober or high?
These both, because my sober theory is that the moon was the real Earth, and we mined that bitch out so there was 2 people left, and it was 1 man and 1 dude. And it was like, hey, we got 1 rocket ship. Let's go to this other planet. They got some water. It may got like some dinosaurs in it. But when our rocket ship land, we're just gonna kill them motherfuckers. And then they landed on Earth.
So
and that was like, hey,
we created the extinction.
Yes, and incest wasn't, such a scientific fact.
Lupe Fiasco has a new album out, and one of the songs on there is about dinosaurs.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
I heard it. No, that was on my Spotify. A few things Spotify gets right.
So did you like that song? It's actually a metaphor.
Lupe.
The song is a metaphor.
Lupe came out. Lupe lost me when he came out with like Bad Bitches. Around that time when he came out with Bad Bitches, he lost me.
What happened with Bad Bitches?
That was like a few years ago. It was a song that he came out a few years ago called Bad Bitches, and ever since then he got real political. You know how like Nina Simone or real political. I keep bringing her up a lot lately, but she like real political, like real political with her shit, and she like lost a lot of people. I feel like Lupe did that, but he just didn't go as hard in the movement as Nina Simone did.
Okay.
Like he wasn't as dedicated to lose his career for the cause as she was, but it did feel like his music went like real political after a while. And I'm like, I get what you're saying, but like, not saying who is Lupe Fiasco to do all this, but like, don't just make music about it. Like, go out and do it. And I feel like he wasn't willing to like sacrifice his career to do all that. So all the music he just said was like this whitewash to me.
All right,
it's white noise. It was white noise to me, not whitewash. White noise.
Okay. All right. But let's jump on to this next topic. I'm gonna assume you don't know much about this one neither. The protests in Portland, the peaceful protest that's been going on, that's been turning violent, and the feds are out there all acting crazy and grabbing people up and shooting people with bullets.
Who's the dude from Shalamar?
Shalamar is the dude from Shalamar. What was his name? Shalamar? A guy in Shalamar.
Who is he?
What's that?
Explain. Elaborate a little bit more. I'm young, remember?
Let me see if I can
Google. I probably should have Googled.
Yes, it's a group. I was gonna show you a picture.
Oh, so like El DeBarge, who once again went to jail for cocaine. Why is nobody talking about them like that?
There you go.
Like, El DeBarge is a whole ass gang in these streets. Like a whole gang in these streets.
Let's see. I'm trying to just see if I can.
El DeBarge is the one that came back. That was a whole family. It had a girl in it too. I think about that way too often than I probably should.
See it. I was gonna try and show it to you. Damn it! Oh well, I'm not gonna.
Jody Waitley, Howard
Jody
Hewitt,
Watley.
and another guy. Watley, sorry,
Yeah,
Watley,
Watley.
Howard Hewitt, and another guy.
Made up.
I dig the another guy. Some other dude, like the Bee Gees. I don't even know the first two to even list the third one, but there's 3 of them.
The what?
The Bee Gees. They were brothers and some other dude.
The hell did my thing go?
I've also learned that the Bee Gees and Queen are 2 different people, and I give the Bee Gees way too much credit than they deserved. Way too much credit than they deserved. Yeah. Another one bites the dust. You couldn't tell me that wasn't the Bee Gees when I was younger.
Another one bites the dust. That was your shit.
I thought it was the Bee Gees who did it, and I love the Bee Gees for it. And then I watched Bohemian Rhapsody and found out it was Queen. I was like, oh shit! Mm-hmm. Don't do me like that, because I was way too young to be vibing on that song. Stop it.
Another one, but that's how you was walking through the house.
I felt so disrespectful when Disney did that for like Mickey Mouse. Yo, that was my song as a kid. Don't downplay that song. That song is a hit. Like that beat, dun. That song's a hit. I don't care what anybody say. Turn it up on 12. Add bass. Shut up.
Ooh, turn it up on 12. Now you know what? That's a nice little metaphor there too. You know, another one bites the dust. Turn it up on 12. Boom. But in Portland, Oregon, and across the U.S. actually, there has been a lot of protesting going on. You know, the people have been protesting across a bunch of cities because of the crazy shit going on in Portland with the feds out there, pretty much busting heads, you know, grabbing people up, hitting people, shooting people with fucking shit. Yeah, pretty much Trump trying to enact martial law using Portland as his testing ground, you know, and they really acting up out there. You know, they was hoping that there might be some peaceful protests over the weekend, but nope, those turned violent as well.
It's fucking Portland of all places. You would think it would happen like Baltimore or like somewhere in like Michigan.
You know why it's happening in Portland? It's because Portland,
they care the most?
No, it's because Portland, they don't have guns. Citizens can't carry guns.
Neither can Mexico, but that doesn't stop the shooting. Oh wait, did I just prove a point?
I don't know, what was your point? But like cities like New York, where a lot of the citizens don't have guns. You know, cities like that where it's highly illegal for you to carry guns unless you possess the proper licenses, which they make very difficult for you to get.
That's how it is in Mexico. In Mexico, there is one shop you can legally buy guns from, but guns are so like rampant in Mexico that the gun state is so high. They say like the stricter the gun laws in a place, the higher the gun violence. Because people in general just don't like being told no.
No, they don't. Jersey Ryder in the comments says the NFAC needs to step up in there, but unfortunately the NFAC can go, but they can't go to Portland with their weapons. The moment they go to Portland with their weapons, they're now breaking the law because Portland has those laws. It's the same way they wouldn't be able to walk up in New York City with their weapons because Portland has those type of laws. Oregon is actually an open carry state, but Portland is a city that says fuck those laws. We got our own laws.
Because there's none but
and that's why Trump is using Portland as kind of like his testing ground for his martial law shit. You know.
Wasn't there that old lady? She was like the new. I keep saying Negro Damas, but his name is Nostradamus.
Negro Damas.
But white, but like an old Indian lady. I forgot what her vision was, but she said there's gonna be a president that enacts peace, which is supposed to be Obama. And then they said like the president after that is gonna like become the end of the world. It's gonna be nothing but riots, chaos, shooting. And then like she made that prediction like early like the 90s, early 2000s, like years ago. Like she was like 136 and then died, but she didn't tell people when she was gonna die, which I think is a real messed up thing. If you could tell the future and everything, at least like know when you're gonna die. But that's just me being picky.
I'm not sure I would want to know that.
So you can know everything else, but you don't know when like your last vision is gonna be.
What? So you just know when you stop seeing stuff? You're like, oh, so I guess that's when I die.
What if she saw things that were like 20, 30 years in the future, but she couldn't see like she was gonna die next week. Okay,
so she just had like Polaroids thrown through her mind. Of shit.
Loosely, I'll have to take that. Yeah, I'll take that.
But yes, the protests.
Not fucking around coalition. Oh damn.
Yeah, the not fucking around coalition. They was actually, where was they at? They was somewhere this weekend, and so I actually posted a story on my Kharys Crib profile talking about the NFCA, or is it NFAC? The Not Fucking Around Coalition. They was in Kentucky and for Breonna Taylor, and so I posted that one story, and then maybe like a couple hours later, another story came out that was talking about one or two people got shot at the Not Fucking Around committee thing. and it turned out somebody got accidentally shot by
in Kentucky.
They accidentally got shot. Somebody's guns went off and shit like that. And I just found it funny that the Not Fucking Around committee was kind of fucking around and somebody accidentally got shot, you know, so.
We specifically set out to not fucking around, guys. It says it in the name.
Yes.
We hold meetings every Monday specifically to not fuck around. And looking at us, fucking around.
I found that a little funny.
That's the Tuesday meeting. That was the meeting the day after.
Yeah. I'm over here died on this Jack Herrera, that shit, you know. But yeah. Protests are still going on around the country. Shit is getting violent as usual. The feds are still acting up. Trump is trying to make excuses, talking about the mothers out there that's trying to chain gang and hold each other arm chain.
Saving lives.
And yeah, try to pretty much stand there and try to protect people behind them. And they say, oh, they're full of shit. They're not really moms, type of thing. He has always had some type of fucking excuse.
You can adopt and or drop a whole child out of your body and still not be a mother. Cool. Cool. Just like you can have a whole career not in politics and be a president.
Yeah. That's very doable, as we found out.
That's America. That's the land of opportunity.
Would you vote for Kanye if he was to rule? You. I guess.
Who is he against?
Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Who? Am I taking this vote seriously?
So you would consider it. You would consider a vote for Kanye given the candidates out there, huh?
Only because I'm most interested in what this nigga can do and what he could probably accomplish, and probably it may be for the better kind, maybe, possibly, but also Kanye? Probably if Kanye was ever to become president,
you know what?
He may be crazy. His ideas may be crazy, but he is for the people and for the betterment of people-ish more than other people, I guess.
Nah, that nigga's nutty. You know? So
yes, but is he any more crazier than this nigga we already got in office who really isn't being president? I think everybody's kind of just like, hey, here's $100 million. You pass this bill.
Honestly,
I don't think Kanye can be bought. I think that's what it is.
I think they're both bipolar.
They are, but I don't think Kanye can be bought as much as the other candidates could probably be bought.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah, I don't think he can be bought as much as other people. I think he can. Really?
Yeah, he's a capitalist.
I think he's too crazy to be bought.
He's a capitalist. Yo, fam, he got an album coming out though, fam. I suck at a Kanye impression. Yo, fam, I got a. Who that's? Yo, fam, that's not Kanye.
You sound like terrible. You sound like a real proper dude from Louisiana, trying to sound like he's from like Fort Lauderdale. I don't know.
Nah. So one of Kanye's things was that I'm
underestimating him. Who, Kanye?
No, you're underestimating his nuttiness.
Probably. I can agree with that.
He said that Harriet Tubman didn't free slaves. He just got them to work for somebody else.
I'm not underestimating his stupidity.
Okay. He also said that every person that has a baby will get $1 million. I
want to believe in the stupidity. That's like, remember in middle school when people used to run for like school president and they were like, hey, pizza for lunch every day, no homework for the year, recess every 30 minutes. That's what I feel like. It's like at Ned's class, like the Nickelodeon show about school, Ned's class survival guide or whatever, and Ned went for president. I know, because you're old. But there was a
little bit.
There was a show. Shit, even I'm old if I'm talking about this. But in the mid-young times,
Nickelodeon show. The
I'm
young
not
time.
that old, but I'm pushing 30, and it's sad. Okay.
Have you ever played basketball? I just realized you're tall. Have you ever played basketball?
My basketball story is sad.
Why?
I played basketball in 8th grade, and I didn't like the coach because the coach was so about winning that it kind of like turned me off to basketball. And in our gym,
to win.
I know, but there's like it's supposed to also be fun. Like, yeah, I joined it because it was fun or whatever.
Okay,
and
so
then
you wanted to win so bad it wasn't fun.
Pretty much, but it was also a time where like there's like an office in like the locker room, and like it was like all windows, and the girls' locker room according to the office.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he was like talking to one of like gym teachers, and I was just having to dress out, like I was changing clothes.
Mm-hmm.
And then I like looked over to the left and like locked eyes with him, and I was like in a bra and like some pants.
Mm-hmm.
And I like got dressed and like never went back to practice.
Got you. That's nice.
That was just a personal information, like personal
and
situation.
And you didn't play basketball again after that?
I play in my parents' backyard.
Okay. Damn.
Like, I can still shoot. Like, I don't know how to play. I play against like my nephews because they're like too young for the win. But
do you watch WNBA?
I remember when Lisa Leslie was part of the Sparks.
That's about it. That's all. All right. Well,
was she a part of the Sparks? I mean, damn.
I think is that the LA team? I'm not sure what the LA team is for the WNBA. It might be. It might be. But the New York Liberty and the Seattle Storm opened the WNBA season.
Kardashians in the office. Damn,
you know?
I don't like that.
What's that?
I just read the comment where they said a Kardashian is going to be in office, and I think that turned me off of everything Kanye can do.
Yes.
Now that they put that into the ether, I don't think I can vote for Kanye, knowing that Kim is probably... They're such a black man eater. It's not a man eater. They're just black men eaters. And I can't do it. They have ruined too many black men for me to want to like them.
Every single one of them almost.
Every single black man that has went through their fingers, they have single-handedly ruined. Maybe that's like white people getting it right is the Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of slavery combined to the Kardashians. Like slavery is what slavery is what the slavery wish they could do what the Kardashians are doing to black men.
Oh shit. Damn. Oh, except for Ray J.
Ray J made the Kardashians. Y'all right. He got out.
Let's give that man a round of applause. Come on. Yeah. You know?
The only one that got out.
The only one that got out.
But that was because they were still young. They wasn't set in their ways. They ain't know better.
Ray J got his own company now. Raycon? Raycon selling mad different types of fucking electronics and shit like that. I fucks with Ray J.
But has Ray J won? Ray J has definitely won.
You know, I give it up to Ray J.
Ray J wishes he was Nick Cannon, but like Ray J won.
Ray J's like Nick Cannon minus the hosting shit.
Minus the money.
Minus the hosting shit. I guess the money because he's not hosting shit. You know.
Nick Cannon has more money than just hosting, though. He has investments. Like, I give Nick Cannon more credit than people probably do. Nick Cannon is like not exactly Master P, but like money wise, like how Master P got his like money and like some serious shit to like last him through forever. This is what Nick Cannon's doing. Like business mind, I believe like Nick Cannon and Master P are up there.
And the only reason why I said that Ray J was like a Nick Cannon was because he's selling electronics and shit. And I actually have a pair of Nick Cannon headphones. These are Nick Cannon headphones. I bought them when I got my last phone. They was like $50, Bluetooth wireless. I said, let me try them out. I didn't even realize they was Nick Cannon until I got them afterwards. I was like, oh shit, these are Nick Cannon headphones. Oh well, I'll fuck with them. They cool, But back to WNBA. The New York Liberty Seattle Storm opened the WNBA season and honored Breonna Taylor and dedicated the entire season to her and the Say Her Name campaign, which is dedicated to raising awareness of Black women who were victims of police brutality and racial injustice. Before the game, Lashia Clarendon and Breonna Stewart, both whom are leaders of the league's new Social Justice Council, took to the court to open up about this initiative. Lashia said, we are dedicating this season to Breonna Taylor, an outstanding EMT who was murdered over 130 days ago in her home. We are also dedicating this season to the Say Her Name campaign, a campaign committed to saying the names and fighting for justice for Black women. Black women who are so often forgotten in this fight for justice, who do not have people marching in the streets for them. We will say her name, Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much, that was a quote from Lashia before the teams then walked off the court for the national anthem, which I salute, I think this helps highlight the number of Black women who we fighting for keeps rising. Do we think that we'll ever get justice? Do you think that we'll ever actually get change? When can we expect it? What's your thoughts?
Hate to bring up Nina Simone again.
No, bring her up.
But I strongly believe there was a movie about her, not the one that had what's her name in it, but like an actual docuseries about her on Netflix. And one of the ending interviews she has, she was like, they were like, how do you feel like the movement's changed, or like what did you feel like the movement keeps going, or some shit like that. And she was like, we didn't resolve anything. The movement it's not still going, we just stopped. Like, I feel like even back then when the Black Panthers and everything started, and how everything was starting, like the world is giving us what we think we want, and we're just accepting it, and then it quiets us down for like a minute set of points, but it's not exactly giving us what we are asking for, and we aren't actually changing shit.
Right, there's a lot of pandering and gift giving, hoping it holds us over until we
hopefully it'll just like shut Black people up. Like, I see Black people want like the not decriminalization, well, we want some of that too, but what's the fucking word defunding the police, all of this stuff, like listing this, but what they're giving us is like all the white actors that used to portray Black characters in TV shows. They're just not going to portray Black characters anymore. They're just now adding more Black people on TV, thinking the representation is just putting a Black person on TV. They're just giving shit. I don't even think this is the point.
No, you're doing good. You're doing great. You're kind of highlighting.
I just feel like we're telling people what we want, and we're telling people what should be done, who should be arrested, how to exactly to like shut us up, and they're giving us things. They're like, I see what you want and I see what you're saying, but like, here's $5.
Got you.
They'll buy you something nice.
They're picking and choosing.
Right? Yes, like, why are y'all still yelling, we gave y'all $5? But they're not like, yeah, cool, $5 is great, but like, you weren't actually doing the things or like the shit that we're protesting for. Like, you're giving us stuff that you'll think is just gonna be, I know the real problem, we're just gonna band-aid it again.
Okay.
Like that infomercial with like the tape, like there's a hole in the wall and the water, like there's a hole in the water jug and the water's coming out of the hole, and they just like throw that black tape over it to show you that like, hey, there's no more water going out of it, but what they're not doing is fixing the fucking hole. Right.
Okay. Understand.
I know one of those situations.
But some things have changed. There has been small changes like some cities have started defunding the police department, reallocating funds to other things and shit like that. It's not. What are those cities though? What's that?
But what are the cities though? I'm asking for me.
I'm not sure off the top of my head what cities. There has been a couple. I think New York is one of the cities that said they're going to be taking some money away from the police. There's been a few cities. I've actually read about a few cities.
Give us another black man in the White House, not Kanye.
What's that? Right. Oh, for more representation, yeah.
They gave us Jesse James. What we want? What else can we get? Jesse Jackson. Who's the other one?
I'm about to say Jesse James, Jesse Jackson. They didn't give us Jesse Jackson.
I realized my problem.
I was like, wait, Jesse James, didn't he make motorcycles or some shit like that?
I realized where I'm wrong.
Like, and he was white too. The fuck?
I don't think before I talk, and that is a personal problem I'm dealing with. Sorry, guys. Don't hate me.
Bronx Polo, what's going on, yo?
I'm sorry. I've been drinking. My cup was just refilled. I do not hold myself accountable for anything I say at this point.
Oh, you are fine. You are fine.
Thank you. My mom says I'm cute, but I mean,
you are.
Fine is a way better thing.
So they walked out. Some players decided to actually sit out and to take part in for social justice and things like that. And those players who chose not to play, they're not going to be getting paid, right? So since they're not going to be getting paid, Kyrie Irving has said, you know what? I'm going to step up and I'm going to donate $1.5 million to help pay WNBA players who opted out. What's up?
Question, only because I don't know contracts, but I think of I think of athletes as movie people. And remember that quote by like Samuel L. Jackson when he was like, "Hey, y'all can hate my movies. Y'all don't even have to watch them. I already got paid for that shit." Mm-hmm. So when it comes, I think it's answering my own question. So when it comes to contracts and they're getting multi-million-dollar contracts, they also like still get paid for games.
Well, the WNBA, they don't really have multi-million-dollar contracts.
That's why I went wrong. Okay,
yeah, the WNBA,
we were talking about women. Let me take a lot of zeros out.
Like
because it's women.
The top salary in the WNBA is about $200,000.
Like I said, let me take a lot of zeros out because we're talking about.
But it's not. Well, it's not just because they're women, but that contributes to the fact. And I say that because the fact that they're women, they're not as athletic and high flying and as exciting as the men. So therefore, people aren't really watching the games, the WNBA games, like they're watching the NBA games. They're not buying the merchandise for the WNBA like they are for the NBA games. So that's why that contributes to the large gap in pay, is because the league's generating money. You know, the women WNBA games don't generate as much money as NBA games.
Well, they also don't advertise it as much either, and they probably do all the WNBA games in high school auditoriums. So,
no, I think they play them in actual.
Have you watched them? I mean, they're like in like college stadiums or whatever, but like not a lot of effort. So the
New York Liberty don't play in Madison Square Garden.
I don't know.
Los Angeles.
School me on some shit. Please tell me that women are doing better than I think they are. I would happily enjoy that.
I'm guilty of being one of those people that don't really watch the WNBA. But at the same time, I don't really watch the NBA either. You know, I'm a basketball fan. I'm just not I'm a watch every game when it's on TV type of person. I'm a watch basketball after the All-Star game when it's close to the playoffs and the playoffs.
WNBA doesn't have All-Stars. Like all that shit that the NBA has, like we don't see dunking contests with like WNBA players.
That's
if anything, it's like All-Star weekend and they're like, oh shit, Lisa Leslie's in the audience. Let's see her hold a ball and stand on the side of the court. Oh.
And Janae agreed with you in the chat that there's not enough advertising dollars or attention spent on the WNBA.
Whatsoever.
What's the original? Because I don't really hear about the WNBA. The most I hear about the WNBA is when there's some talk about the NBA, and that's about it.
No, the most you heard about the WNBA was those two players that got married and then got divorced. That was the last time I heard any duality.
Okay.
She could still get it.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. The one had a perm and the other one had dreads, one had tattoos and was dark skinned. Of course there was gonna be some topics about that. But that was like the most and the least I've heard about the WNBA since then. And that wasn't even about their playing skills. That was literally about the drama of them getting married.
Okay. All right. And that's what you know about the WNBA. That's
all. Like, you would think the WNBA doesn't even exist anymore. You would think they don't even exist anymore.
All right. Let's see. What we got in the chat here? Let me look at the chat. Not enough advertising dollars. They could combine games with the NBA and the WNBA play before the NBA.
So you want the WNBA to be the JV of the varsity team? That's what you want? You want them to be the JV of the team? That's what it is. You want them to be the junior varsity.
That is kind of how that would come out, right? That's how that would play out.
That's all I saw.
I was in my head. I just had nobody goes to the pregame. You know, nobody goes to the pregame. It's like I was in my head. I was like, damn. Whenever you watch a boxing match, there's like 4 matches before the main event.
Nobody cares about that.
Whenever they scan the crowd, that should be empty.
That's pregame. That's when you take shots. You take a shot for a shot. That's like going to. Actually, I have been to the circus before the circus started. It's probably like the most lit time ever. I could touch elephants and shit. But you wouldn't even get that as a WNBA game. The elephant's not going to teach you, and they like kind of whipped it to be docile.
let me look at some of these comments right here. Jersey Rider, when you defund the police, you are mostly stopping them from keep militarizing the police force. They're trying to get folks to believe they are not going to be working. Yeah.
True. There's the on YouTube they have a commercial and Trump paid for the commercial. I think it's the most bullshit commercial ever. But they have somebody calling the 911 line and there was like, hey. And it's like an empty room and there's like lights flashing and it's just the phone ringing and ringing. And there was like, hey, we can't answer your phone for this 911 call, so we can't reach your emergency because the police have been defunded. So there's nobody here to answer your call. Click.
Yeah, and that's exactly how it's not going to go.
That is a whole commercial paid for by Trump on YouTube.
Yeah, that is exactly how it's not going to go.
About defunding police. And then they show pictures of riots and shit. And you just hear the phone go beep, 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 beep. We can't answer your phone call because police have been defunded. And I was like, hey, first of all, 911 dispatchers, I don't think like they're paid by the police department. It's not like government. This something, it's not government, state. But it's something, isn't it?
I think city, I remember state something. I'm not sure.
Because I remember my uncle tried to get me to pay for it, like tried to get me to do it, and he was like, "Oh no, it's like not federal, but it's like something separate." And I could also be wrong.
All right. I'm not sure.
I could also be very wrong.
I'm not sure.
I've also been drinking, and it was like 1,000 years ago, and I've been a lot more drunk since then.
That's cool. That's fine. But shit, we've been on it for about an hour and a half now. I think I'll just hold off these other things till Friday because we still got Friday coming up, you know. So I think I'll hold off on these other topics till Friday. Nothing too crazy or important and shit like that, you know. So yeah, we gonna get on some Warzone, play some Twitch. I think they might. I think they might have some new modes in there too. I was reading something.
I don't know. My commentary on Warzone's a lot better than this shit.
All right, so we're gonna get into some Warzone in a little while, you know. But I think that's about it for Kharys Crib this evening, and she's showing off her key over there.
It's Keyblades. Get it right. Look at
Keyblades from what? Kingdom Hearts. That's what you said.
Yes, and one is from Halloween Town. If y'all don't know the movie, y'all suck.
I don't know the movie. I don't know the
you
movie.
You a damn liar. You know the Nightmare Before Halloween?
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, well that is. Imagine if that was from. Okay, you see.
I get it. I get it now.
Old people. I swear. I know your eyes bad, but you can like zoom in.
I get it now. I get it. I'm gonna be 43 this Friday, so you know.
Happy early birthday. I'm gonna send you a pair of. I'm gonna send you a box of Depends.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm going to. It's what I gave my parents. They still have it, by the way.
I'm gonna throw them away.
Don't do that. It's the best joke that I can give an old person. Come on, man.
I'm gonna throw them away.
And this is how Meg Thee Stallion got shot. It makes sense.
Let me get ready to sign off of here. All right. Thanks for joining me, Tashima. It's been fucking fun. It's been fun as hell. I didn't curse that much this show, did I?
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, because YouTube said I need to stop cussing. YouTube said I curse too much. Well, they didn't literally say I curse too much. They
Stop fucking cussing, goddamn.
They said, yo, you're able to monetize your videos, but guess what? Your videos don't really fall in line with what our advertisers like, you know? And I took that as I curse too motherfucking much. And there
a little
right
bit.
there,
I mean, if you want Audible to sponsor you, you probably got to say fuck one less time than you do.
One less time? Okay.
I mean, they literally have audio books about rape, so I don't know really what their bottom line is.
Yeah,
actually,
that's a
whole nother conversation for a whole. I think about a lot of shit for a lot of reasons. That's just one of them. Just one of them.
Well, thank you. We're gonna be on Twitch afterwards in a little while, probably like 5-10 minutes, maybe, hopefully.
Let me use the bathroom first.
Okay, so maybe more than 5-10 minutes. But we're gonna be on Twitch, twitch.com, twitch.tv/Kharys Crib. We're gonna be playing some games. You know, I would like to thank Tashima for joining us tonight. It was a good evening. What else? Let me see what we have over here to wrap up with. Let me see what I got. Let's see. I think
Are you
that's
gonna do your
everything.
swinging chair in the circle?
No, I got a different closeout. It might be there. I got a different closeout though. It's gonna be.
I like the swinging chair.
Tonight's credits is gonna be a little different. You know what I forgot to do though?
Chair.
You know what I forgot to do? I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm gonna do it now, right here. What I forgot to do was I forgot to update my credits. I updated the credits, but I didn't update the followers. You know
what I should say?
What should it say?
Dylon.
I might. You know what?
Thanks to Dylon.
I'm gonna add that for my next one. For Fridays credits, Dylon is gonna be on there. But
best rapper, Dylon.
Today,
Director,
I'm actually
Dylon.
going to. I gotta run a little bit of code on this page. I actually have a little script. So what I'm doing is I'm going to my YouTube, right, where I can actually see who my new subscribers are. So I'm actually telling y'all what I'm doing right now, so I can actually see what my new subscribers are. And
hello, new subscribers. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry about my mouth.
Yeah.
And my short jokes. I'm just very tall, so it's not like I know a lot of tall jokes, you know?
So I just took this code.
Us giants, we don't have a lot of jokes between us. They're so thin up in the mountains where our head reaches, so we don't get a lot of oxygen to think of tall jokes. We're too busy like having brunch with I don't know.
So I'm getting some code that I actually wrote.
Worst tall joke ever. Some
JavaScript, and I'm putting it in my page on YouTube so I can actually get the latest subscribers. Yes, the thingamabopper. The latest subscribers, so I can actually put them in the credits. I like to give some of my subscribers some shine, you know. And I had
these disgusting.
Pause. See, now I gotta say pause. I like to give some of my subscribers some what's the word I'm looking for now?
Spotlight.
You know, so I put them in my the credits at the end of the stream. And I think I have
what is Jennifer Hudson doing in her life?
And yeah, so I got my subscribers in the stream now. I took some code, I wrote some JavaScript, I pasted it in the console. I was able to actually just use that code to grab all of the new subscribers, well, the 50 latest subscribers. That's what I'm putting on my credits at the end. So if any of y'all are watching, you might be on there.
And I'm sorry.
And that's it. Oh, next week we're gonna be doing a versus battle. Again, there's another versus battle next week. It's going to be Rick Ross versus 2 Chainz. True.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah. That's one's gonna be lit. I'm gonna watch it.
Is 2 Chainz doing Titty Boy music, or is he just doing 2 Chainz? Because these are questions.
Probably both. He's probably gonna do both.
All right.
Because they both come from the same era. They both kind of come.
I'm down for the Titty Boys. Really? Do they? Okay.
Yeah, they do. If you listen to some what was the name of the group? Player Circle? No, was it Player Circle?
Who are you asking? First of all, I don't know.
I'm asking you. I'm asking the chat. Who was it? What was the name of 2 Chainz group? Was it Player Circle? If I don't do nothing, I'm a ball. Yeah, right. I'm counting on my money. Boys. Yeah, but yeah. What's the name of the group?
I don't know.
I forget the name of the group.
I'm naming shit.
He was in the group.
Paperback Boys, am I right? I don't know.
That was the name of the song. But I was actually supposed to be wrapping up, wasn't I? I think I was supposed to get ready to get up out of here. Okay, I think that's what I was supposed to be doing. Yeah, so next Thursday, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, actually, we're going to start the stream. We're going to be doing versus battle, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz.
I'm excited. What if 2 Chainz just bounce by Lil Wayne? I'm going to lose my shit.
So I want to see that. So I should bring you on so I can see you lose your shit when Lil Wayne comes on.
You don't want to see me. I don't even know how to shake my ass, and I'm gonna shake the half of ass that I got.
So now we're definitely gonna connect, and you know?
It's gonna be like this.
We'll be back Friday evening, 9 o'clock, for another edition of Kharys Crib Live. Circle. You know. It'll be my birthday, so make sure you jump in the chat and say happy birthday. And yes, it was Player Circle. It's the group that 2 Chainz was a part of. I knew.
He's gonna be 57, everybody.
My hip hop history. I'm not gonna be 57.
It's gonna be his 60th birthday. Sun depends.
Oh, you're funny.
I'm hilarious.
All right, so
just like Nick Cannon, he's hilarious.
Sometimes. Actually, he had I'll probably talk about it on Friday. Nick Cannon recently had another Cannon's Class episode where he actually spoke with a rabbi. I started watching it last week, but I didn't get a chance to finish it. I was actually in the middle of working, so I really couldn't concentrate like that. But I want to see it because I want to see if they talk about what he learned from the rabbi, what the rabbi told him was made him say, you know what? I was wrong in what I said. So I want to hear what he had to say that kind of made him change his tune. And if they actually even speak about that, which I hope they do. And that was on the latest episode of Cannon's Class. So I'm gonna finish watching that, and I'll probably talk about that on Friday. Friday's my birthday. I'm off to the rest of the week. I'll be in the pool by 10 a.m. Oh shit, I just realized I missed a doctor's appointment today, an eye doctor's appointment today. I got on
why you have glasses?
I got on my whiteboard 7:28, 12:30 p.m. eye doctor. On my whiteboard. You know why? So when I'm sitting here, I can look at it and be reminded. Guess where I didn't sit today? Right here.
Is it more fucked up that they didn't even try to call you?
Yeah, they didn't call me to remind me of nothing. That is kind of fucked up. I'm probably going to go to a different eye doctor now because they're probably going to try and charge me you missed your appointment fee. So I'm probably just going to have to go to a whole new eye doctor now. Oh, well. All right, but I think that's everything for me this evening. Just be back with us on Friday evening, 9 p.m. for another episode of Kharys Crib Live. I would like to thank you all for joining us. May the rest of your week be dope, be great, do your best to stay sucker free, and keep a smile on your face, baby. We out. This ain't the new wave. Niggas been speaking of music about the ways of the country's oldest gay since 88. Fuck the police to set the record straight. A lot is crooked. The Brian Bar will tell you who not at you looking. Never call them boys unless I need to claim assurance. I'm just speaking off experience. Now you get to see on social media the American black experience derived from an experiment. But we kings and gods need guys who built the pyramids. Now you pull us over just to query us. Are you serious? I bear arms to protect me from y'all cops, period. Tamir Rice showed me no questions. I guess John Crawford forgot it was illegal for a black man to walk in Walmart with a toy weapon. The penalty you shot. How you call the cops on the cops, crying for it to stop, getting fucked with a mop by a cop. It's always been going on a lot, but you only pay attention cause we forcing you to watch. See, my president was black, but that officer's white. He might shoot me in the back. Damn, I thought I had rights. Damn, I thought I had rights. Black Lives Matter.
You are now tuned into Kharys Crib. Kharys Crib. Kharys Crib. Kharys Crib.